everybody. I'm Laurie Harris Smith, and welcome to The Three. Yeah, this is the only television show that looks at how the crazy current events shaping our world are actually shaping you, body, mind, and spirit. Hey, how's your memory? How are your moods? Everybody okay this morning? Your attention span, I mean, you're able to pay attention or multitask or solve problems. All of these things are daily. They are daily things that we have to manage and stay on top of. Well, chances are the older that you get, the more you might answer no to some of those questions I just asked you. In an article, though, from the National Institute on Aging, it's entitled How the Aging Brain Affects Thinking, the cognitive abilities of the brain are discussed. Those everyday tasks that determine whether we can live independently or not. Now, the aging brain may have, and I quote, increased difficulty finding words and recalling names. Any of this sound familiar? More problems with multitasking and mild decreases in ability to pay attention, that type of thing. Well, the rest of the body is obviously aging, right? Right, we all know that. Our skin, after so many trips around the sun with gravity, keeping our feet glued to the floor, also begins to drag everything else to the floor. Don't like that part. But things change, right? I'm a firm believer, though, in the power of life and death being in our tongue. And so you will never hear Laurie Harris Smith say things like, well, my parts are just wearing out. Sorry, you like the Southern accent there? Or I'm getting old, or man, I feel too young to feel this old. I'm too young to feel this old. Well, some of you know me here, and you know I don't say things like that because I want to stay young. I want to continue to feel young. Well, you want to too. I know that. And yet the body obviously changes on the outside, so why would we think it doesn't change on the inside, right? Studies show the brain can actually shrink, reducing communication between neurons and decreasing blood flow to the brain and actually causing inflammation all over the body. Because after all, the brain controls the whole body. Well, these changes can affect mental function, especially in older people. But guess what? There is growing evidence that the brain remains plastic. Interested in asking our guests what this means. Plastic and able to adapt to new challenges and to tasks as people age. Well, my guest today is a medical doctor and has been in private practice as a Christian psychiatrist and a certified master psychopharmacologist since 1997, so over 20 years. Board certified in psychiatry by the American Board of Psychiatry, and neurology. He is a specialist in transcranial magnetic stimulation, a drug-free treatment for depression. Dr. Jennings is a distinguished fellow of the American Psychiatric Association. He's a fellow of the Southern Psychiatric Association, and he's the past president of both the Tennessee and the Southern Psychiatric Associations. He has spent more than 2 decades researching the interface between biblical principles and the modern brain science that's out there. And he is highly sought after as a lecturer and as an international speaker and the author of The God-Shaped Brain, The God-Shaped Heart, and the book he's here to discuss today, The Aging Brain. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to The Three, Dr. Timothy Jennings.